So ever since I was a kid, I've always been a huge fan of the Assassin's Creed series, and thanks to you guys' support on all my videos, I was blessed enough for Ubisoft to take notice and allow me to play Assassin's Creed Mirage early. And bro, this moment is crazy for me because I've been wanting to be a YouTuber since I was like 13, 14 years old, and it's like, am I really here now? Like, am I doing this? So for real, man, thank you guys for all the support. It really means a lot. They let me play 2 hours of this game. And just to be clear, this is an early version of the game. They already put us a little bit into the story. So I'm not going to be showing any cutscenes to avoid any spoilers or anything like that. We're going to keep that for the main series of this game on this channel. But we do end up playing a main mission. So before I show that, I am going to give you guys a little spoiler warning beforehand. Anyways, let me get into this. The first thing I want to talk about with this game is the parkour system. I think a lot of people, including myself, wanted this game to feel like Assassin's Creed Unity, and I'll tell you right now, it doesn't really feel like Unity. Okay, bro, hold on, let me explain for a second. It's still smooth. Look at this. Damn, that's clean. It's just not as smooth as Assassin's Creed Unity. It is still overall smooth, though. I still really like the parkour, but if I was to simplify how the game feels parkour wise, it feels like the Ezio games and Assassin's Creed Origins mixed together and made to be very smooth. The parkour in this game is great. I just don't think it's Assassin's Creed Unity great. And if I was to summarize how this game feels overall, it feels like the old school games mixed with the RPG games mixed with a little bit of Splinter Cell. And I know that last part sounds weird, but there's 2 reasons why I say that. One, this game is very stealth focused. If you're gonna see right here, Basim's gonna walk up, he's gonna assassinate him and pull him right into cover. They made it very apparent that they want you stealthing in this game. When I looked at all the skills of this game, there was all stealth skills. I think there was only 1 actual combat skill. They do not want you fighting in this game. They want you going around and stealthing everything. And number 2 is this reason right here. To me, this is the mark and execute system from Splinter Cell. I love that system. In that game, you just shoot them. In this game, you teleport to them. I know a lot of people don't like the fact that you teleport to them. I really don't care. It opens up so many ways to stealth missions. You can see right here, hold on, let me cook. You see this? I only got 2 marks. I pull out my throwing knife, which you get a lot of gadgets in this game to stealth with. I throw it, I mark them, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna execute them right here. So the throwing knife is back there doing its work while I'm stealthing over here, and then I failed. But you see the vision though, you know what I'm saying? Also, the bird is back. I personally never like really using the bird in any of the RPG games. I'd much rather use eagle vision. But in this game, it's actually kind of useful. There's so many different entry points into bases and so many different routes you can stealth things that I actually used it a lot to just kind of figure out and like game plan on how I'm going to infiltrate a base. It was kind of cool. Here, I end up actually getting caught. And the first thing I decided to do was run away because I remember in all the trailers, they said that combat was the second option. I ended up getting into some combat right here, though. The combat system is the RPG combat systems. And if you guys see my previous Assassin's Creed videos on like Valhalla or anything like that, I think all of them, I trash the RPG combat systems. I really do not like it, but I understand why they did it, because if it was like the old school games, you'd be able to just infiltrate bases and just take everybody out, and you wouldn't be forced into stealth. You could just do anything. So I understand why they did it. Here, I'm still running away, and I noticed this guy has a pickpocket icon, so I turn around and I try it out, and it's a timed button press. I fail it, and I get even more notoriety. So here I'm running away again. And the way you get rid of your notoriety in this game is just like the old school Assassin's Creed. You walk up to these posters and you just take them down, or you could pay off a merchant and they'll just pretty much get rid of your notoriety for you. And now in this part, I'm trying to infiltrate a new base, and this part really took me by surprise because I tried to use my bird and it got shot right out of the sky. I was really confused when this happened. When this happens, you gotta take down the marksman in the area. So I was trying to use the bird to kind of like plan out how I wanted to infiltrate a base, but now I gotta actually go take down the marksman. So there's like levels to this kind of thing, and I think in the future it's going to be a lot harder to take down the marksman. Here I took him down really easily, but there's levels to these kind of bases. Right now there's an apprentice leveled base, so it's pretty easy to take him down. But once you do take down the marksman, you're able to use your bird again and pretty much scan the area and figure out where your target is in the base. And I found out he was literally right there the entire time. I tried using my knives in this part because I really like to throw knives in this game, but I ran out of them, so I pulled out the wheel again. These are all the tools I could use at this time. I had the noisemaker and the smoke bombs. There was 2 others, but they're locked. I got no idea what they were. So here I'm trying to use the smoke bomb. If I remember right, I used the smoke bomb, and then I used the mark and execute system. I take down the other 2. Wait, again, this system is great. You get so many options on how to stealth literally anything. And then I just take down the main target. After I took down the target, I went around just exploring a little bit in free roam to just kind of get the feeling of what this game would be like around the world. And honestly, it's pretty good. This city is just absolutely packed with just parkour routes, people walking around, random dialogue happening. I found a random side quest of me having to go save this kid that just decided to randomly climb up a tower, and then I taught him how to do the leap of faith. And overall, it just made the city feel more alive. It was pretty good. I also ended up visiting some of the merchants that I could see in my area, and from what I saw, I don't know if you could change any of your weapons in this game, which I guess isn't really that big of a deal because you're not going to be fighting that much. But I also don't know if you could change your clothes. I saw costumes, which overall just changes your whole entire outfit, but I don't know if you could swap out just specific clothing pieces. Like, let's say if you want to take off the hood and put on a different hood or something like that. But there are dyes though, and the dyes make it so you could swap out the colors of your clothes. So instead of being blue, you could have red, you could have purple. I don't remember the exact colors, but you can swap out the colors. It looks really good, and so does the game. I'm synchronizing right now. The game looks absolutely amazing. And now with all the free roam stuff out of the way, we're going to be going back to doing these assassination missions. And how these work in the game is kind of like the RPG games where the investigation board is back. And if you don't know how this works, to simplify it really fast, is you don't know who the main target is, and the investigation board is helping you put a bunch of clues together to figure out who that main target is and go assassinate them. So that's what we're about to be doing right now. And I'm going to give you guys your spoiler warning now. This is a main mission of this game. I'm not going to be showing any cutscenes or anything like that, but I'm going to be playing the main mission, and it's going to reveal who the target is. So if you don't want to see that, leave now. All right, if you're still here, I assume you just don't care. Now, this mission was actually really cool. Nobody in Ubisoft told me this. I don't know if this is 100% facts or I could just be completely wrong. But what it felt like is this mission has multiple ways to do them. And the reason I'm saying this is because there's so many people you could talk to. There was merchants you could bribe. There was just a bunch of things happening. This place was packed with people to talk to. And right here, I ended up going up to this merchant that was telling me about a bunch of stuff that he had, and also a hairpin that our target was interested in.
Rare vases, delicate teacups, but the hairpin is my prize. One of a kind, a beauty even the treasurer asked about.
Wait, the hairpin? Where is it?
It's going to be up for auction. If you wish to purchase it, make sure to bring a good bag of coin.
A hairpin from the east.
So pretty much this entire mission so far is just me going around asking merchants how to find this target, where she might be, how to get to her. Right here, you can see that I'm actually sitting on a bench and eavesdropping on a conversation. This was pretty cool, actually. This felt like really old school Assassin's Creed, like tail to target stuff. I really like this. It was really small, and a lot of people would probably find this boring, but I've wanted an old school Assassin's Creed for so long, and this really felt like a tailing mission. It just felt great being able to do this kind of stuff. You could also blend into crowds. That was cool. I don't think they've done that in Assassin's Creed in a long time. If they have, it hasn't mattered in a long time. Here, I'm actually attending the auction that hairpin's at, that my target really wants. And this is also one of the reasons why I think there might be different endings or different ways to get to this target. You can see I'm broke, so I couldn't afford to buy the product and get the target's attention. So now I gotta steal it. But this is one of those moments where it feels like, is there different ways to do this mission? I really wish I would have asked somebody, because like, what's the point of paying for this when you could just steal it so easily after? You can see right here, I'm kind of struggling to climb for some reason. I don't know why I'm like this. If I could just, there you go. It is pretty simple to steal it. You just literally go up to it and you take it, and there is no consequence at all. I don't know if something different would have happened if you paid for it, but it kind of seems like there was no point if there isn't alternate ways to do this.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm here to see the treasurer.
On what business?
I have a gift for the treasurer, if she will see me.
Only members of the Ivory Coin are allowed to enter. No brooch, no entry.
Yeah, so pretty much now we gotta go steal a brooch. Again, I don't know if that auction mattered. Like, I was really kind of confused when I was playing this. The mission feels like there's multiple options. I just don't know. Here I am pickpocketing because I don't know why I'm like this. Here's another reason why I felt like there's multiple options. When I spoke to this merchant there's an option to bribe the merchant.
Well,
I don't know if I didn't have the token, if something would have changed. I got no idea. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm onto something here. I don't know. I really should ask somebody. I don't know.
How do you obtain this brooch?
I hear only respected merchants are part of the Ivory Coin, and that you can only be invited by another member.
So here I am now trying to steal the brooch. I did this kind of simply. I just used a smoke bomb and assassinated the two guys there and stole the brooch. But I did also want to show this footage here. This is a developer playing the game. This footage that they sent me. And I just wanted to point out how much cooler that they made this game seem than I'm making it seem. I was basic. I threw a smoke bomb and that was it. This dude over here is hiding behind cover. I didn't even know you could do that. He whistled him, threw a knife, assassinated that dude, and dragged them behind a pillar. That looked way cooler than anything I'd done throughout my entire play session of the game. So I just wanted to point it out. I'm sure there's some really cool stuff that you can end up doing. And now we got the brochure. We went up back to this dude and we could finally get access to the assassination target.
From the auction. I also have my brooch with me here.
So again, I don't know if there's different ways to go through this because I just stole the brooch and I stole the hairpin. You were able to buy the hairpin, and then there was different ways to get the brooch, I'm assuming, or different ways to get information to get the brooch. I don't really know. I wish I could replay it to figure it out, but it just feels like there's different ways to end up doing this. And this assassination target is super heavily guarded. This dude really weirded me out. And then right here, I was supposed to wait and I ran through. I wasn't paying attention to that. So yeah, I ended up just trying to fight my way through it, and it ain't really work. And that's really all I'm going to be showing of the main mission on this game. I really don't want to spoil too much because we're going to be doing a whole series of this game on the channel. And man, I just wanted to thank you guys again for all the support you guys have been giving me. The fact that I was able to play this game early was just insane, and it's all thanks to you guys. Also, thank you to Ubisoft for inviting me to this event. I had a great time. As always, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.